This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Charles R. Drew Middle School.
Hey, we welcome Skyler Hickman this morning, an 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln. Skyler, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here this morning. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm 13 years old and I live in a house of 5. I have a brother and a sister. My sister's name is Hanley and my brother's name is Luke. We currently own 16 chickens.
16?
Yeah. And then we have a dog named Kaiser. I just enjoy a lot with FFA. I've really been into that since 7th grade when it was introduced to me. And I'm in several clubs at my school. I'm just really active at school and in church.
Let's talk about the 16 chickens. You got names for the 16 chickens, Skyler?
A few of them.
Yeah.
I have one that's a Rhode Island Red, and her name is Brownie.
Do you feed them?
I do. I have to feed them every morning.
Yeah. Is that fun? What time you have to feed them? Before school?
Yeah, before school when I get ready.
Speaking of school, Skyler Hickman is our Star Student of the Month. She's an 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln, and you touched on it just briefly. Let's talk about it a little bit more. What's so special about Drew Middle School to you?
Well, in Drew, it feels like everyone has a place there. Our motto is D, daring to be different, R, respectful, responsible, resourceful, E, encouraging everyone, and W, willing to make a difference. And we just use that motto every day, honestly, to make or break, whether we have a good day or a bad day. The teachers are really nice there. They usually try to help you understand anything that you're really having trouble with. I know my math teacher, Ms. Bynum, she offers tutoring for the grade levels that she teaches on Wednesdays and Thursdays. They're just really all out, really sweet, and they really want you to learn, honestly, so they really try to help you with anything and everything that you're doing.
Okay. Skyler Hickman is an 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln, our Star Student of the Month. You involved in a lot of things at the school. Talk about some of those.
Well, I'm an SGA. I actually ran for president, but I did not get it, which is okay because I'm just glad to be in SGA. We went on a JSU trip this past Thursday to the University of Jacksonville, and
What'd you do there?
well, it's like we did all kinds of sessions and stuff like that. We had somebody speak, which that's how it usually is. We have someone speak, and then I'm also involved in FFA and Junior Beta, which is very important to me because I would like to go to Auburn University and take classes in animal science and stuff like that, because I would actually like to be a veterinarian and own my own clinic. So having good grades is very important to me, which Junior Beta I really think helps me with that, because if you don't have A's or B's, it pretty much you're on parole, and then if you keep dropping your grades, then you're not in Junior Beta anymore. FFA has really been a part of my life since it was introduced to me in 7th grade. I honestly didn't understand. I thought that only farmers and stuff like that did FFA, but now that I know FFA could be any kind of like yard work or, just stuff like that, I've loved it. I've always been into it. I love animals, like farm animals. That's one of the reasons why I have my chickens. Right. Which was actually part of the Chick Chain program held by the Extension Office.
What is that now?
It's where in June I got 18 chickens and I paid $75 for them. But I was, getting these chickens, there was a deal where I brought 3 of my best breed to a show auction on November the 4th, which I actually won 3 ribbons.
Good for you.
And we had an auction for my chickens, which actually went really well. My dad actually brought back my chickens.
That's a shoe-in right there.
Yeah.
You go to church at Westside Baptist Church?
I do.
You involved there?
Yes, I'm in a middle school group, and this next coming up Sunday, actually this past Sunday we had our Thanksgiving dinner right after church, which was really good, and I'm being in the middle school group, we go to motion I think it's the first or second Wednesday of every month. We go to motion, and that's really important to me. Motion has always been really fun. It's just a big group of Christian kids that get to celebrate. It's really fun.
Skyler Hickman is an 8th grader, 13 years old at Drew Middle School in Lincoln. Who is someone, Skyler, that you kind of look up to, or maybe when you're having an issue or something, you can go talk to them and they always give you wise counsel? Who would that be?
Probably my dad. My dad tells me all the time that knowledge is power, which usually plays its role out all the time when he tells me it. His advice usually works most of the time.
What about someone at school?
I really enjoy getting to talk to Miss Siegler and Miss Sims. Miss Siegler was actually on maternity leave, and she went back until January. But Miss Sims is our guidance counselor. I usually can talk to her about anything that's going on at home or at school. But other than that, there's not really anyone that I talk to.
Is school challenging to you, or you got it down pretty good?
Well, in some classes it's a little rough, but other than that, I'm doing really good. I have always, with the exception of my English class, but that class is really hard. But I'm making it. So.
All right, sounds good. Skyler Hickman, an 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln. Now, you touched on your future a little bit, wanting to go to Auburn University, and when did you decide that was what you wanted to do, and how long have you been thinking about this process?
Well, I've liked animals ever since I was really little. I mean, my dream job was to be a veterinarian, and that's all I've really ever talked about. I've never really said anything other than wanting to be a veterinarian. I love all kinds of animals. You know, I mean, I'll go catch a mouse in the yard. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I love all kinds. I love animals, big to small. It's just really been important to me because I know that people are able to get medical help, but not all animals are. And that's just really important to me, being able to help animals in need and stuff like that. Just really things that I know I can do to make a difference in someone else's life. You know, just trying to help people out.
Well, that's great. Skyler Hickman, 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln, Alabama. She's 13 years old, involved with the SGA, FFA, Junior Beta Club, the Chick Chain program, and a member of the Westside Baptist Church. And your family, you know, it's awfully important. A young lady at your age has a good family support, and I know you do.
Yes. My family's always really been there in anything that I've tried to do. You know, they're there to help me, and like physically, you know, like telling me how to do stuff. And they're also there for like mental support, telling me that, you know, like you can do it, you just have to set your mind to it. My sister is like really important to me. I love her to death.
How old is she?
She actually turned 9 in August. She's in 4th grade, sorry. And she's all around really silly. She makes me laugh. My little brother is something else. He's 6, but he thinks he's everything.
Skyler Hickman, our Star Student of the Month. Skyler, congratulations and continued success and good luck in the future.
Well, thank you.
Skyler Hickman, 8th grader at Drew Middle School in Lincoln, Alabama, our Star Student of the Month here on Daybreak. We've got more to do right after this.
This Star Student of the Month was brought to you by TV 47. Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.